Okay, good morning everyone. Is it morning? Yes, it's still morning. Welcome back to Vlogmas. I hope you're all doing very well. It is a Friday today. I think it's a Friday. I have honestly no idea what day of the week it is, but it was a super late start to the day. Crikey, I haven't even posted this morning. We need to post. 1 second, guys. Okay, back in the room, we've just finished. So yeah, like I said, it's Friday and I have just been cracking on, as I've just seen on my arm, with spray paint. I need to have some water, 1 second. I have been cracking on with a bit of work. I'm finishing off one of the craft projects I believe you guys would have already seen. And yeah, today I was going to be doing something Christmassy. I thought maybe I'll do some Christmas baking. But if I'm honest, I just truly need like a reset day. The house feels quite chaotic and it's not really good for my mental health. I'm very much somebody where when my home it feels organized and clean and stuff, I instantly feel more relaxed. And right now, like, the cushions behind me are driving me a bit nuts and I just feel like everything's a bit messy and dirty. We're in that season of dog ownership where, bless Dash, every time he comes back on his walks, it's not your fault, sweetie, it's really not your fault. But obviously it's so muddy in the woodlands and stuff like that, so I feel like I'm cleaning the kitchen every 5 minutes, and yeah, everything just feels like it needs a deep clean. Today is also payday as well, so I want to just do a quick sit down with my finances, just go over my budgeting spreadsheet and just get my head cleared for December. And I also have some emails to respond to and stuff, so as much as like I'm like, oh my god, must crack on with some content because the light's really good outside and stuff, I'm gonna take a couple of minutes just to sit and just get organized and stuff. I also think I'm gonna go out and get, while like oh god, my voice today, there we go, I think that's it. I think what I'm gonna do as well is, while there's Black Friday sales going on and whatnot, I believe it's Black Friday today, honestly I have no idea, I just know it's the month of November. That is just how chaotic my brain feels at the moment. But whilst the sales are going on, I think I'm going to get Dash another dog bed just from Pets at Home. He has been sleeping in his crate for a bit because during kind of like Diwali and bonfire night and Halloween, there were a lot of fireworks going off. It was really triggering him at night and we had to put him back in his crate for a bit, because with border collies they need to know what a reset button and like stop button is, and he doesn't really get that. Like, he's always so on that like his crate to him, when you put him in his crate, he knows that's his, okay, I need to relax and go to sleep time. He's got a lot better, like he'll curl up in his bed at 4 o'clock, which is always the cutest little thing. Him getting into his bed at about 4 PM and just curling up in a ball and going to sleep. And he is getting better at just kind of having those naps during the day, but like to really force him to go to sleep at night. And we've noticed that like normally he'll just sleep wherever, and if he had movement in the night he'd be getting up barking, etc, etc, and it was really affecting his personality the next day because he's a grown puppy but he wasn't getting enough sleep for a grown puppy. You better not be chewing what I think you're about to chew. He's like this now on his back, like frozen. He's like, if I just stay still, mummy will not notice anything. And now he's like, what, me? I'm so cute, what am I doing? Yeah, you little monster, you tried to chew something you knew you weren't meant to. But anywho, he decided he didn't want to go in his crate last night and he just went downstairs and fell asleep on the sofa, and then came upstairs and then just was getting a bit uncomfortable, but he didn't want to go in his crate, but he didn't want to sleep on the bed with us because we were taking up too much room for him, there us in our own bed, and then he didn't want to sleep on the floor. So I figured, okay, I think he's got to a point now where he doesn't need to go back in his crate, so I'm gonna get the crate. We're obviously going to still keep it because it's good for traveling and stuff like that, but I think he's in a good moment now where he's now chasing his tail near the Christmas tree, honestly. But no, I think he'll be good to have a bed in our bedroom, and then we can get rid of the crate, and then that's going to help kind of clean things up a little bit. Sorry for the boring dog talk for anybody who is not a dog owner and thinks this is absolutely boring as stuff. I appreciate you guys listening to my ramblings. I always find it really helpful to like talk out loud to you guys, even though you guys cannot respond to me at the time of me saying this, but it always feels good just to kind of talk out loud to you lot. And sorry, I've just got like one eye on him doing circles as he chases his tail near the Christmas tree. Hey! Hi. Are you done being a silly bitty? Come here. Come see your fans. there you go. But yeah, what I was trying to finish off before his cuteness interrupted me was basically, it's really nice sometimes just talking out loud to you guys and then just making sense in my head basically. So I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm gonna crack on with my budgeting spreadsheet, and then I need to make my list for the day, and then yeah, get myself organised. Should we get ourselves organised? No, those macarons are a background display. You can't eat those. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. Right, let's crack on with some organisation.
What a feeling, now it's time for Christmas. And Christmas is my favorite time of year. It's beginning to look like all my wishes are coming true, that's why I cheer. I've been busy decking the halls, I've been kind to big and small, and now it's time to have a merry holiday. What a feeling when it's time for Christmas. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it here. I guess that spring and summer, they're all fine, but I've been waiting for the season that's mine.
Okay, I've just done my December's spreadsheet tab, and I'm feeling like we're in a very, very good position. I feel a lot better. I generally thought we weren't going to be, it sounds stupid, but I thought, oh, it's going to be a tight month, but we're actually not too bad, so I'm happy with that as to where we are with the pennies and stuff. The way I work my budgeting is, I think, a little different, and this is just from years of just obviously trying to feel like I'm in control of my money, educate myself on personal finances. In the past, I have been, you know, I've had a debt journey myself. I am now debt free, and you know, it's just that kind of learning curve that I've had with money and finances, and just sort of that type of, you know, relationship I have with it. And this method may not work for everybody, but if you are similar to me, or you are trying things and they don't feel quite right, I'm just going to put out here what I do, so that if you think it would work for you, then by all means, you know, you could give it a go. And if it doesn't work, then you can try a different method. But if it helps you guys, you know what, it's there as advice. So I use a spreadsheet. I'm actually on my last tab for this spreadsheet. I have to create 2023s, which is going to be a fun activity to do after Christmas. And I'm not saying that I am not saying that sarcastically. I am genuinely looking forward to my budgeting like day, when I'm gonna treat myself to some really nice food and just sit down and just be doing all the finances and stuff. This is such a turnaround from where I was like many years ago. Like, I'm just, honestly, I love sitting down and just looking at where my money is and just being very happy with what I'm doing with it. But yeah, I have a tab for each month, and I put in my figures, and the way I work is that I put in everything as a nomination right at the beginning of the month. So obviously this is not the beginning of the month, this is a few days before, but I go by payday as my beginning of the month. So I put in all the expected income that I'm expected to get. I then nominate numbers to stuff, so I put what I'm going to save, which I transfer out almost straight away, like I've just done that now, so that is in saving accounts ready to go. I then have like my actuals, so things like, I know what my actual for my rent, I know what my actual for my council tax, Sky Broadband, water, electricity, all that stuff. I know exactly what are going to be for them. And then for other things like groceries, I'll put a roundup amount. So if I want to aim to spend, say, I mean, it sounds really bad saying that, but like maybe 300, 400, just with the prices going up, I'll put that money already to one side. Same with Dash's dog walking, I put a nominated amount to one side. Dash's food is an actual, because that's kind of pretty much the same every month, although the bag that we get, I actually think it lasts like we only have to spend it every month, but I'll still put the money away every month, because I think at least then I'm saving, well, I'm saving about 50 quid basically a month if I don't spend it. So I always kind of put it in there anyway, so that it's an automatic saving that I don't have to think about. So then when I kind of look at the tab and move it over to, like, say January, I'll be like, oh, nice surprise, I saved some money. So that's kind of how I work that situation. But yeah, like I said, travel, I may put some money to one side if I think there's going to be a bit of travelling, which is a little bit different this month because of how my monthly train ticket ends, and with when the holidays are, I don't necessarily want to buy another monthly ticket when I'm not going to be using it for 2 weeks. So I'm just going to have a tweak around and speak to the husband, because he's much more in sync with public transport than I am when it comes to these things of like what's the best way of us saving money on a train ticket and whatnot. So I do those things, and then what I do is I run through my calendar. So I know I've got several events coming up where I need to put money to one side and whatnot. Oh, petrol, by the way, petrol is also a estimate. So I might just say put like 80 quid away, which I hopefully don't spend 80 quid on petrol, considering she is a Citroen, she's this tiny car, Margot. But again, I'll over guesstimate a lot of like my estimates that I'm going to spend on that much. And again, if I spend less, that's a saving. I can just say like, okay, you've saved that money. So yeah, if I put 80 quid as like my estimate, how much I'm going to spend on petrol, and I only spend the 50 that I think I would spend on petrol this month, I'm saving 30 quid without even realising. So that's kind of how I do it. And then, like I said, event-wise, I go through all my events. So I know like I've got what we're calling at work old person night out. So I will have that budgeted with maybe 30 to 50 quid. I still need to decide. A couple of other dinners and whatnot, and I'll put some amount, so I know that that's kind of the maximum I'm going to spend that night, so I know that I'm within budget. And if I spend less, I save less. And then once I put all these numbers in for like the month, I get like what I call my available balance. So my available balance is if you spent all the exacts that you've put in here, this is how much money you would have left over in your account. And basically that money is what I use for just sort of like spending as I would do. So I find that when you say put like only £100 towards fashion a month, or like 40 quid towards beauty, like kind of that traditional giving that type of money, I find it really restrictive, because sometimes, as you know, all your beauty products run out and you do have to spend a lot more than that, or you think, okay, well I only have £100 for like clothes, but I actually want to spend a little bit more this month and I didn't spend anything that month, and in my brain I just didn't make sense. So I rather have like my available balance, which let's say a random figure off the top of my head is like £200. So after all the bills, after all the nights out that I'm going on and petrol, travelling, etc, etc, I have £200 to spend for the rest of the month. So then for me, I know that that is like, if I want to go and grab a coffee, I can just use that money towards grabbing a coffee, or if I fancy treating myself to a nice new jumper, I can use that money towards that jumper. If I want to buy a necklace and I have that money, like that type of stuff is what I use it for. It may not work for everyone, like I said, but it works for me. And yeah, I found it extremely helpful with these type of things. I also feel very vulnerable right now. I'm fiddling with my water bottle because I just realised what I'm putting out there on the internet in terms of money. It feels very personal. But we have to be open and honest about these conversations, especially in the current climate that we live in. And especially as a woman, we need to have these conversations, because women need to talk about money more, because the more we talk about money, the more we realise the injustices that are happening to us, the more we can speak out about it. So if you are a female listening to this, like, feel free to comment or hit me up in my DMs if you ever want to talk money. I'm not an expert. Let me just say, I'm not an expert. I am very much self-taught. I listen to several podcasts in terms of personal finance. I've got every probably personal finance book under the sun, and I just am very much passionate about personal finances. So if you would like to speak to an expert, do go speak to an expert. But if you just want to speak to somebody who is on your same wavelength, you know, you're starting out the journey or has been where you've been, oh, there we go, come speak to me. I'm happy just to lend an ear or talk you through my journey or anything like that. So yeah, that's kind of where I am at. And my spreadsheet, let me actually make a copy and I can show you sort of what it looks like. You know, if you want some inspo making your own spreadsheet and whatnot. I use a spreadsheet, by the way, because I'm a nerd when it comes to Excel. I did pretty well in my IT classes, and it's just fun. It's just fun doing formulas that do the adding up and everything for you. So let me just show you a copy of one of my monthly tabs for you. Okay, so this is like what a monthly tab would look like. So there is no figures because I'm just keeping that bit of privacy there, but this is how it would look. So I do like the opening balance, which is how much money has rolled over from the previous month. This here, access funds, is basically I like to have a certain allotted amount of money in my account that I know. Oh, let me just turn the brightness up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, access funds. I like to have a bit of money in my our account. I keep saying my account. It is our account, mine and my husband's, but I'm just going to use the singular for talking to you guys. But yes, we like to have a allotted amount of money that we don't touch, but it's just in there for emergency. So if we broke down or anything like that, we have it there. Now I do have like emergency, like sinking funds for car and dash, the two main ones at the moment. Oh, and house renovations, which I have made a copy of my spending tracker, so I can show you that if you are interested. Well, I'll show you, and then you can just skip if you're not interested. But yeah, I like to have a little bit of money. Like, I keep an eye up there. It's not included in any of these calculations, but it's just, I know for peace of mind that, say like I have, you know, £1,000 always to grab or something like that. But yeah, I like to just know that I have a certain amount of money that is just available in my account, that's not calculated into any of these figures, that's just there if I needed it. And then what I do is put in like the income, and that goes in there, and then obviously that goes into the total income. And then there's a column for everything, so savings, rent, utilities, bills, grocery subscriptions, home supplies, Dashini, yes, Dash has its own column, loan, credit cards, repayments, which should just be credit cards now, and then travel cost, dining out, beauty, fashion, and other expenses. And anytime I spend, I give it something. So I might say like Starbucks, dining out, and then that amount will go into there. In my summary tab here, I like to just see exactly what I'm spending on each allotted amount every month. And then at the end of the year, I'll kind of go, right, we absolutely destroyed ourselves with how much we spent on groceries this month. Is the kind of thing I like to review. And then yeah, you can see here I have all the kind of actuals in. So like I said, there's, you know, I'll put in the exact actuals for my rent, my phone bills, everything like that. And then like I have my saving ones there. I have this one in case we ever spend on the credit card or anything like that. And then I know exactly what we're spending on the credit card and whatnot. And yeah, this is kind of how I work. It works for me. Like I said, it might not work for you, but if you are interested, let me know and I will help you with setting these things up and whatnot. Like I said, I've given myself a date night in between Christmas and New Year to set myself up. In terms of savings tracker, I've actually added some numbers in here, but they're not actual numbers. So I just want to obviously be honest about that this is not what my current savings looks like. So what I like to do is have sort of the type of a savings account and what it's for, the saving goal, the amount saved, the payments that I could realistically put away, and the installments it would take to pay. So for example here, if my saving goal was 10 grand for a house deposit, and I had £5,000 already put away, if I could put £300 away every month, it would take me 17 months to hit that goal. So there's kind of the idea that I use it for. Now, that's not to say I have this amount every single month to put away to savings. Again, this would be a dream reality, but what I say is, say, have my allotted amount, I will know, okay, maybe one month I'll put it towards house renovations, and then I'll put, say, half of it towards car savings, and then half of it towards like that, if that makes sense. And then these are all the what I call the sinking funds. So obviously car savings, dash savings, Christmas and birthdays, holiday savings, which is like going abroad. And then I have my money box stocks and shares ISA, which is a long-term saving account that basically it's an app on my phone that's connected to my bank. And then yeah, let me actually explain it to you in person, 1 second. Anywho, yeah, money box. So money box is, no, he's giving me his belly to rub. Moneybox is a savings app, and I'm going to shout about it. It's not an ad, but I'm just going to shout about it because I get a nerd of personal finance. I feel like everyone should know about it. So you basically link it up to your bank account cards that you have, credit and debit. So you can choose to link it up to some of them or all of them. You could choose not to link it to any of them, but then what would be the point in having the app? But the idea is that it will round up your spends, both on bills and just I can't say the word, random spends, there we go. can't say the word miscellaneous, you know what I'm trying to say. But basically it will round it up to the nearest pound. So say you spent $4.99 on a cup of coffee, which where are you getting that if that's how much a coffee costs? But say you did spend $4.99 on a cup of coffee, it will take that 1 pence and put it into savings for you. So it's basically just passive saving without you really realising. So I use basically what's called a stocks and shares ISA to round up all my change, and this is long-term saving. This isn't money I'm thinking I'm going to get access anytime soon. This is for like 10-20 years down the future. But I'm finding that I'm saving about 100 or just under £100 a month just from like my electric bill, my phone bill, etc., with the roundups, which is crazy to think of, like what that money would have done if I just left it in there and was just continuing to spend it on nothing. Whereas like I've been using it for like the last 6 or 7 months, and you know, like I said, saving almost £100 without even realizing that I'm saving it. It's crazy. And with it being a stocks and shares ISA, it goes against the market. So at the moment it's not that great because obviously we're in a recession at the moment. But like I said, it's long-term savings for me. This is not like money I'm having access to straight away. So I know for the moment that the minute the recession's over, we're going to go skyrocketing again, as sort of financial history has taught us. Again, not an expert, just what I've been listening to the experts say on podcasts and whatnot. But yeah, basically I know that once we're out of the recession, like it's going to start gaining stuff and it's going to start working in my favour. And just generally it's really good just for like putting money away. So I highly recommend it. It's like I said, it's an easy app. There's no sign up cost or monthly cost or anything like that. Like you said, you just although do read the fine print because I think there's a handling cost annually for certain things, but it depends what accounts you get. But like I said, it's really good for just passive savings without you even realizing that you're saving. And yeah, there's other accounts there as well, so you don't have to just get it for the stocks and shares ISA. There's a simple saver, there's a 32-day saver, which basically gives you a really high interest rate, but you cannot access your money for 32 days. So you can make a request to withdraw, but you won't get it straight away. But that's a good one if, say, you want to put money in there for long-term saving. And if you needed to access it, you still have other savings. So you can let it gain interest, but then still have access to other money if you had to withdraw it one day and whatnot. So for me, I'd probably use that, well, I do use that for like holiday spending, because we don't necessarily need to have access to our holiday money just yet because we haven't booked anything. Hello, are you woken up? Hello, baby. The other one I would highly recommend everybody getting, because it's practically free money, is the LISA. So that's the lifetime ISA. Contrary to popular belief, it's not for first-time buyers. So we're using it for first-time buying, but you can get one if you're under the age of 40 for your retirement. So if you're under the age of 40, please sign up for an LISA because it's free money at the end of the day. You can only save up to £4,000 every year, but with that, and it does come out of your ISA budget. So I think everyone has a budget of about 20 grand to put into ISAs, which again, you lucky sod if you can do that. Oh, my battery's flashing. I'm going to be really quick about this. But yeah, it comes out of that amount. But basically, you can save up to £4,000 in a LISA, and the government will give you a match of 25%. So it's £1,000 basically. If you put in the full 4,000, you're getting £1,000 of free money, which to a house deposit is amazing. But imagine if you can do that until retirement, that's incredible. So by all means, use it. You can withdraw from it. Again, please look at the T's and C's, but it's worth it. My battery is really flashing at me right now, so I'm going to crack on with just answering some emails. I'm going to pick you guys up in a bit after I've done, and the battery died. Anywho, moving on from personal finances, dog walker's just picked up Dash, which means I have an hour to really blast through some cleaning undisturbed. Unfortunately, this battery also looks like it's about to die, so I need to get better. If I'm going to be doing Vlogmas, I need to get better at charging all my batteries and whatnot. I've also spray painted the bows. You will have seen this DIY project, but yeah, they just took a little bit longer. I remember thinking it'll take a day to do these. No. But yeah, so sprayed them in the kitchen, so that's out of action for the moment. But I figured while Dash is not here and the washing machine's just finished its cycle on washing the whites and stuff, I can set you up do a time lapse of just really cleaning everything up, getting this place organized. It honestly, it looks like something has just exploded in this room. So hopefully getting this somewhat organized will just really calm me down and make me feel a whole lot more relaxed. So let's put you up near the TV. There we go, got my tripod ready to set you guys up, and then yeah, let's time lapse this and see how long it takes me to blitz this room and get it back to feeling nice, neat and organized.
What a feeling, now it's time for Christmas. And Christmas is my favorite time of year. It's beginning to look like all my wishes are coming true, that's why I cheer. I've been busy decking the halls, I've been kind to big and small, and now it's time to have a merry holiday. What a feeling when it's time for Christmas. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it.
Okay, in a twist of events that no one saw coming, the electrics have gone off in our house. So we are crawling into the cellar. I hope you guys can see me. Hello. Just to see what's going on in the box. According to my neighbours, they are fine. So it's only us that is like somewhat in the dark. You know what, when my dad took me on a trip around the house when I was like 14, showing me all the mains box and stuff like that, I always was like, why is he doing this for me? But now, as a 32-year-old woman who knows what to do in these situations, I appreciate the lessons, Dad. Sorry I didn't appreciate them at the time. Right, let me set you up and see what's going on. Okay. So I think nothing's blown. Oh no, wait. Okay. So that was the mains power switch, which has just turned everything on. So hopefully, does that mean things are back up and running? The more important question is what tripped it, because all I was doing was hoovering at the time. So, okay, the lights are on. Well, at least it wasn't a national power grid outage. So, crack on with my hoovering and then go from there.
I can see the snowflakes fall, I can hear the sleigh bells call. They're saying it's time to have a merry holiday.
Okay, I just figured it out. The lights have gone off again. I know what's tripping the electrics. And that boy is in trouble when he gets home. And I'm not talking about my husband, I'm talking about the dog. It turns out Dash has chewed on the electric dryer wire. So when you move it, it obviously trips everything. How that boy has not electrocuted himself, I don't know. But yes, he's chewed through it, and that's what tripping everything, which does not bode well for me because I need that electric dryer on to dry off my bloody washing. So I might have to do another plug rewiring. Bloody hell, why Dash are you chewing on wires? Okay, I'm gonna turn the electrics back on and then yeah, crack on with cleaning. And in another twist of turns, no, that's not my cat, this is the neighbour's cat, Monty, who has decided to just welcome himself in my home as I left the door open to go and empty the hoover. Hi, Mons! Monty! Okay, Monty baby, I have to get you out of the house, come on. I know, you are gorgeous. And I know you're used to coming in here because you used to come into my house all the time during lockdown, but it's time to evict you. No, this way. Monty, this way, good boy. Good boy, yeah, leave the fluff alone. Come on. Well, I know you're not happy with me kicking you out, but come on. There we go. See you in a bit, Monty. Okay, and just like that, my house feels so much neater and tidier again. So I have scattered some toys out for Dash when he gets back from his walk, so I rotate his toys so he doesn't get too bored. I've sprayed his bed with this bad boy, which anyone with a pet, highly recommend investing in this. This is, I got it from Mutts and Hounds, but you can buy it from the Norfolk Living website itself. So it's the pet bed refresher. This is in coastal, so it's all sea salty. It smells amazing. I even picked up, when we went to Norfolk, I picked up the aftershave for dogs in this, and Dash smells lovely every time he wears it. And then this is their geranium and tomato leaf home fragrance that I've just sprayed across, oh sorry, Norfolk Natural Living, there we go. But I've just sprayed that on the curtains and just in the room, but I've also got the festive fragrances out. This makes me feel so much better, like everything just feels so much calmer in here now. Everything's like put away, all good to go. I'm about to hang up the whites on the dryer behind me. So this is what I mean when I say just need a reset. And the sun's coming through lovely, which is great. Also hoovered the stairs and stuff, so I'm actually ready now to start filming the reels for my collaboration with Millhouse Interiors. So I'm gonna drink some water, grab some lunch, and then I'm gonna crack on with that in a bit.
I've been busy decking the halls. I've been kind to big and small, and now it's time to have a merry holiday. What a feeling when it's time for Christmas. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it here. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it here. Let's sing a carol and we'll bring it.
So the crate is out. We've had a little move around. I've put the laundry basket that was like hiding in that corner there. I've put it there where it usually belongs. And I've stuck Dash's new pet bed here, although I'm still playing with the configuration of everything. But I think it'll be here or it'll be at the foot of the bed. It'll be somewhere in this room anyway for him to snuggle up into. And then I got him some new toys just to entice him into the bed. So this one, this is Benabone, and I cannot recommend them enough as chews for dogs. This is Maplewood flavour. Oh. Hello, you and your Maplewood. Rawr. Are you getting in your bed? Are you going to show people? Do you like your bed? There you go, sweetie. But Dash loves these Benabones. Like, he has them in all the different shapes and sizes, and it just helps him with his chewing. He adores them. And then I got this little, like, I want to call it a squirrel that was a bit rustly and stuff, and he should run off downstairs with that. So he seems to like the bed. I was a bit worried that it was a bit too small for him, but he does like to cozy up like this. And if he wanted to, he could lay out flat, maybe at the bottom of the bed or somewhere else in the room. We've also kept his fleecy blanket, just in case he's a bit chilly. But generally, in like downstairs, he'll curl up like this in his other bed and just snooze away. So I'm sure this will be like, this is your snoozy place upstairs if you want to. So he seems to be happy there. The room is just now looking 10 times bigger. I'm just feeling a lot more calm. I've given it a good hoover and clean, and this is what I mean by just like blitzing through everything. Like, now this room just feels nicer to be in, so I'm happy I have cleaned it all up and stuff like that. I've stuck as well, just down here in the corner where the thing laundry basket was. Poor Lee couldn't even get into his side of the door while the crate was there. Box of baskets, and then the crate is here, so Lee is aware that I want that going upstairs. Oh, hallway wise, so I changed over the pictures here as I did last time. I finally Christmasified up this space. The pictures have been changed on here, which I absolutely love. I'm so happy I did this last year. And then, sorry it's not in like good lighting, but we finally got the wreath on the banister up here. So it's just a small little thing, but we've been bougie. We brought that alpine upstairs, but included the velvet ribbon and the bells on here. This is from Millhouse furniture. I keep saying interiors, I'm really sorry guys. But Mill House furniture, and it's incredible. I love the flocking on it. I am obsessed with these like icicle decorations. They look great here. And yeah, it's great. There are better photos on the blog, and I'm sure this is already up on Instagram already, but yeah, this is the space in the hallway. And officially now, my home is decorated for Christmas. Okay, hi guys, we're back in our spot. I'm an egghead. I've just pulled my hair up because the dirty stop out is going out again tonight. I've also I've lit the, there we go, there we go, grammar is helping me today. I've lit the candle that my mum got me for my birthday present. I still don't know how it's like lighting up the LEDs. I'm sure you're all shouting at me right now. I just cannot work it out, but it smells really nice in here when I light it, so there we go. Just painting 3 of my nails with this Sally Hansen strengthener because I've lost 3 of the gels, which was my own fault because I shouldn't have been DIYing with them all. Sorry, Victoria, I'm really sorry. But yes, I'm going out tonight. I wasn't thinking I was going to go out tonight. Truth be told, I'm quite like drained from all the entertaining and stuff like that, which sounds like I haven't done a lot, but I feel like I've done loads than I normally would. And I am an introvert. Being around a lot of people does drain me, and doing a lot of stuff drains me, so I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I can be asked to go out again. But apparently the girls really want me to come out and join them, and I said, oh, all right then, I will come out. So I'm going out. It's actually starting in half an hour, but I'm probably not going to get there until 6. But my one thing was, I said, was like, I'm going to go out, but I'm driving, so that I'm limited to one drink, because even though it's a free bar and whatnot, I'm just not feeling having like all the alcohol in the world. I haven't really even been drinking that much, so I just think if I drive, I can have my one little cocktail as a treat, and yeah, you know, still have a good time. I always have a good time. I'll be on the Diet Cokes. So that'll be my posh little drink of the night. But yeah, a bit of like, like I was saying, feeling like I've done too much. So I'm just pouring myself Diet Coke now. Like I've done too much with my birthday and, you know, meeting up with people and everything. It's been a very hectic week while I've been off. But the other side of things is that I've not been feeling great in my body. Like, love me for who I am and everything, and obviously I'm also a lot better off than where I was, you know, even a few years ago with feeling comfortable with my body. But I just was feeling a bit like, and not having many nice going out outfits, because I don't tend to go out a lot. Like, I don't go clubbing anymore, and I don't, you know, we go out for nice dinners and stuff, but I don't have many outfits. I tend to be like Lizzie McGuire outfit repeater, but I didn't want to repeat the same dress that I was feeling comfortable in, which was the black sequin dress. So husband was just like, why don't you go out, babe, and just see if there's anything that takes your fancy that maybe, you know, you like and you wear more than once, rather than feeling like you're wasting money on buying one thing for one occasion and stuff like that. So I went to my local M&S and yeah, found the dress. I had actually spotted this dress ages ago and I thought it was really cute, but I couldn't find it in my size, and there it was. I bought it in 2 sizes just to make sure I get the right one. But yeah, I was really happy. I was like, oh my god. And I know this is like a really nice dress that I'll show you guys, that I'll wear again, because it's really, really nice. I can see myself wearing it for like brunches or like dinners out and stuff, so it's a good little find, and I'm very happy that I got it myself, because I'm now really excited to go out. Even though I'm going to do like the exact same makeup, exact same hair and everything, I'm just now excited to go out and party and see the work lot, especially as well, like I've not got pressure to be like, gotta do shots and everything like that. Like my one nice cocktail, probably a Negroni, not Spagliato, and then yeah, just have fun with everyone. Now saying that, 2 dresses, but you would have seen in those B-roll clips, and behind me, 2 dresses doesn't equal 3 full bags of clothes. So I think there was something in the air at M&S. I think there was something in the air. They were putting something in the aircon. Yes, I know. I just lost vision. I just was like, oh, that kind of thing. And yeah, I spent a pretty pretty penny, albeit it's not all on me, and we're not keeping it all. I mean, I'm definitely returning one thing, but the majority of the money was actually stuff for Lee. And I know, well, I say he's not going to keep it all. Well, we don't know. He may, guys, keep it all. But yeah, there's some really nice stuff in there, and you know, it's all actually kind of like boring, basic stuff, like just some boots and stuff for Lee. What I am going to do is I'm going to tease you guys, being a good little YouTuber here, clickbaiting you over to the next video. What I will do tomorrow is do a I'll do a try on. I was gonna say I can't really do a try on because there's not really much for me to try on, but I will. I'll put the dress on that I'm gonna wear tonight in like natural lighting so you can see it, and I'll try everything else on that I've got so you guys can see it, and I will show you what Lee's got. There was a coat that I basically got myself because I thought, why not? And it was a really classic coat, and basically it is Black Friday today. It's what happens when you don't work in retail anymore. You just forget when the national shopping holidays are. But yes, it was Black Friday today, so it was 20% off all boots and coats. So I was like, wow, I've got birthday money from my mother-in-law and my aunt and uncle, so happy birthday me. So picks up the coat, and then it was 20% off boots. None of the boots unfortunately fit me. What I remember, what I forgot to mention in my come shopping with me video at the beginning of Vlogmas is that whilst I was on the hunt to find knee-high boots I could wear with my chunky cards, I couldn't find any. There weren't any available. I had a little look today, no such luck. So hopefully it's still lasting, so maybe I can order them online tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But Lee is desperate for some boots, so I bought him 3 pairs of boots. One of them I think he's not going to like, but I'm going to use my old trick of saying, well, Stanley Tucci would wear them and he probably will consider wearing them. And yeah, the other 2 I think he might like. So he could go with all 3, in which case it is going to be a bit of a spend, or he might just say nah to them and I can, you know, return them back and stuff. So all that stuff. Oh, and the other thing I got was our Christmas PJs. I have a tradition of buying matching PJs for us every year. It's our little tradition. On Christmas Eve we get into our PJs. Well, first we order a takeaway because there's no cooking on Christmas Eve, and we get in our matching PJs and we relax and unwind too. It's usually oh my god, we watch it every year and I've literally forgotten the name of the Christmas film. The Night Before Christmas. It's gonna bug me now. Let me just search for it. What is the film? It's got Donna Reed in it. Is it Donna Reed? It's a Wonderful Life. Oh my god, where did my brain go there? That's it. Yes, we watch It's a Wonderful Life every year. And clearly you're all doubting that sentence because I couldn't remember the name of the film, but we do. We watch It's a Wonderful Life. It's one of our favourite Christmas films to watch together. So we'll do that in PJs with a takeaway, and it's going to be amazing. So I've been chatting away for a bit now. I am just literally putting on primer. I'm doing, there's nothing new here guys, I am doing the exact same as I was doing the other nights to go out in. So tinted moisturiser, primer, eyebrows, although I'm running out of eyebrow pencil, so oh no. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit curling on my hair, and yeah, it's going to be a fun night. So let me just blob this on like wall paint, and I will pick you guys up when I'm dressed, and I will give you a little outfit of the evening. You're being spoilt for fashion in these vlogs, like honestly, I've never done this much fashion content. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And this is my outfit. I am going to show you this in better lighting tomorrow, but it is a little shirt dress. I think this is technically mini length, maybe midi length, but it's shorter than I would normally go for. But it's from M&S. I will link it down below, and I, like I said, give you a proper proper look, sorry, in better light tomorrow. But it's got like these stars on it, and it's just perfect. This is something I would wear for dinner like every day. I probably even could wear this for work if I wanted it to be fun. But yeah, thermal tights, the boots that I had on the other day, and I'm doing an outfit repeat with the bag. And I know I'm just going to get asked questions about why I'm carrying a bucket around, but I really like the popper colour with the outfit, and it matches my lipstick, which again is the exact same makeup as yesterday. I'm going to leave you guys here because they're really not going to understand if I start pulling out a camera at work. Even though they know what I do outside of work, they're just going to be like, what is that? But yes, I'm going to go and grab a jacket, and I'm going to head off, and I will pick you guys up when I get back later on this evening. Okay guys, hello. I am somewhat whispering because Lee is fast asleep, but also I think I lost my voice. I was screaming because they played some good Beyonce music, so I just had to sing along. And now I'm just taking off my makeup because even though I'm absolutely shattered, I want to go to bed. Never ever fall asleep with makeup on, guys. Wipe that stuff off. There you go. Right, that's trying. I'll say my goodbyes, but yeah, it hasn't been an interesting vlog in terms of doing something or anything like that, but this is obviously real life. Literally real life, taking off my makeup. And yeah, it's just nice to have a reset day. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below, when's your next work night out? When are you doing your Christmas parties? Have you already done your Christmas parties? How were they? And yeah, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. I promise much more interesting content than this, but you know what, like, there's just a variety of mixture. It's really just what's going on in my life at the moment, so generally, you know, come follow us, and yeah, kind of come on this journey with me. It's the first time I'm doing Vlogmas. I will admit, actually, in terms of vlogging and stuff, I feel a lot more open. Like, I actually took my camera out today to do some of those rolls, whereas like at the beginning of Vlogmas I wouldn't even dare. So I'm getting a lot more confident in front of the camera the more I do it. So hopefully the videos will continue to improve as the days go on. But yeah, I'm not going to prattle on anymore because I am knackered. I'm going to put my face oil on, I'm going to climb into my PJs, and then yeah, get ready for bed. But yes, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Do remember, I'm going to do a show off of this dress in natural light and the rest of the stuff that I got from M&S, so make sure you check out tomorrow's, I want to say it's tomorrow's video, it could be the day after. It will be the next vlog coming up. Anywho, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I hope you're doing something incredibly festive, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.